Good afternoon, boys and girls. T7M Radio live stream. Welcome to Crosswords, people. I'm your host, as always, Seven Mitchell. Joining me, as always, I got the big homie Grail in the building. We rocking and rolling. You already know how we give it up. Grail, what's popping?
Yo, you already know. T7M, Grail Sobel, is Grail Margella, whatever the fuck.
Man, Joe Budden's Eminem Kamikaze. We got some shit to talk about, man. First of all, did you hear Eminem's album, Kamikaze? Did you get a chance to lock in yet?
Nah, I ain't listened to it.
You haven't listened? Oh, my God.
Smoke crack, don't you?
You haven't listened to Eminem's album yet?
Smoke crack, don't you?
Nah, I ain't got that vibe from him. Like, it ain't the same, like, to me with no more.
Wait a minute. You ain't got that vibe from Eminem. You need to be drug tested, Grail. What are you talking about? Now, I know that we haven't seen the best of Eminem in a while, but really?
Yo, from the Slim Shady LP and the Marshall Mathers LP, I feel that was his most classic shit. After that, it just was a downward, like a snowball effect.
Well, the Kamikaze album dropped, man, I believe Friday night, and Eminem is taking the world over by storm. And in this album, man, he was taking a couple shots, namely at Joe Budden. And Joe Budden just recently responded on his podcast saying that Eminem hasn't spit anything hot, or he hasn't been better. He's been better than Eminem for the last decade. Eminem hasn't said anything hot in years, and all he does is rhyme words. Like Joe Budden was going in. So
yeah,
you co-signing that?
I mean, I feel like the Mood Music series from Joe Budden, that shit was epic, and I ain't really heard nothing better from M that could compare to that shit. Like lyrically, I think Joe better than him.
Wow.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Wow.
You smoke crack, don't you?
You just said no. Shout out to Joe Budden because Mood Music was dope. But so Mood Music was better than Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady. Like you're trying to tell me that body of work was better than anything Eminem put together?
Only thing I like from M is Slim Shady LP and Marshall Mathers.
Oh,
LP.
This is so disrespectful. This is so disrespectful. This is beyond disrespectful, man. Unbelievable, man. Well, check this out, man. If you are not a believer of Eminem, you definitely want to take a chance to listen to Kamikaze. It's a dope album, man. He was going in. Him, Machine Gun Kelly, they've been going. You know, they had some issues that they kind of putting on wax, but Joe Budden.
I heard his diss record.
Yeah, MJK was shit. His shit was dope, but Joe Budden, to me, out of all the people that Eminem had called out, he called out Tyler the Creator. He called out Joe Budden, a couple artists, but I think Joe may be the only one lyrical enough to stand up to him. Like he called out Drake as well. But I think Joe Buttons could give him a little bit of smoke. But Grail, you're being so disrespectful to Slim Shady right now. I mean, it's ridiculous.
The only part that I didn't respect that what Joe said was Eminem doesn't have any content. I disagree with that.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. T7M Radio live stream, man. We streaming live. This is Crosswords. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We definitely appreciate the support. We talking Joe Budden versus Eminem, man. Things are heating up coming off of the Kamikaze release from Eminem. Dope album, man. It looks like everybody in the chat definitely approve of it so far. I'm trying to put my man Grail on. He's definitely being out of pocket when it comes with his opinion with Eminem. But it's interesting, though, Grail, that we specialize in battle rap because, you know, we've seen Joe Budden on a battle rap stage battling Hollow the Dawn. Hell,
right.
Eminem has even made a damn movie, 8 Mile, with him battling, so to speak. You know, it's a little bit different vibe and scenery, of course, than how we give it up now. But in all actuality, if you talk about two celebrities in a battle rap atmosphere, come on, my nigga. Like, Eminem and Joe Budden could probably break the internet if it's done right.
The culture.
I'm telling you.
Facts. Like Eminem and Joey on URL. That should be fucking ridiculous.
That'd be so crazy. But you know, Eminem more than likely is going to want to do his own thing and set it up his own way, you know.
Right.
So I doubt if it would be on URL, but man, I would love for Smack and them to be able to pull that off.
Yeah, or like you said, we might have to see Total Slaughter Part 2 or something.
Yeah, but I didn't like how that was. I wasn't impressed with Total Slaughter. That's why I feel like I would prefer an established battle rap league control this situation if it was to ever go down. But realistically, it's so much money that will be invested into that type of battle between Eminem and Joe Budden's. Like, it's nowhere in the world that they would put, you know, all the control into small businesses like, you know, battle rap platforms, man. But Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Who would win a battle? Joe Budden's or Eminem? If they was to lock in 3 rounds, my nigga. Now, I need you to think, because you've already been disrespectful to Eminem.
Nah.
You've clearly showed me that, you know, you definitely need to be drug tested. But in all reality, if they was to spit 3 rounds against each other, no instrumental, who you got between Joe Budden's and Eminem?
Joey, 2-1.
You got Joe Budden's over Eminem, 2-1.
Joey, 2-1.
What does Joe Budden's have that Eminem doesn't have?
I just like the shit Joey talk more than I like the shit that Eminem talk.
Okay. I mean, I can respect it if that's your opinion, because everybody had their preferences. But to me, it's just like you're showing Eminem no respect at all. And that's where I have to get off of the bus with you.
Nah, he got some shit. Don't get me wrong. M got some shit. M is lyrically a monster, but I just fuck with Joey more than I fuck with M.
T7M Radio live stream, man. This is 7 Mitchell. This is Crosswords. People, the phone number is in the chat. If you want to call up and give your opinions on Eminem and Joe Budden, the phone number to dial in 646-558-8665, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Also, we got the Battle Rap Debate Facebook group, of course, T7M Radio on Facebook. The link is in the description box, man. Won't y'all join us and chop it up? We talking about this and everything else in battle rap, man, 24/7, 365. Shout out to all the members of the group. Also, if y'all want to make any donations to the network, we definitely appreciate it. Links are in the description box as well, man. Salute to everybody on the live stream this afternoon. I'm looking in the chat, man. I've even seen people say Joe Budden's beat Hollow, in their opinion.
Yeah, I feel that too.
So,
I think the first 2 rounds, Joe beat Hollow.
So with that being said, you know, that's just icing on the cake. That I think that these 2 particular artists, like, get Cassidy out of here, get all, seriously, like, get all them dudes out of here, man. Get Tekashi 6ix9ine out of here. Get all that we talking about or we have been talking about as far as celebrities. You put Joe Budden versus Eminem. Wow.
Facts. I'm surprised Joey didn't get on a track. He made 1,000 diss tracks for Drake, but like, you can't make one for M.
Joe is smart. Joe Budden is very smart, and I don't think that it's. I don't think that why waste material on it right now when you're popping on a podcast and everybody really want to hear what you say,
right?
Versus the music. You know what I'm saying? I think with Joe Budden specifically, people were expecting and would embrace his podcast response before a diss track. Because what if the diss track was weak?
Right, that's true.
You know, he can get on a podcast, talk a little bit of shit, say a couple things. Like, he was very disrespectful. Let's be clear. He said Eminem ain't said nothing in a decade, and he been hotter than Eminem in 10 years. I mean, Joe Budden's been doing this thing as far as podcasts and radio, but I don't know nothing that Joe Budden's have dropped that's been classic over the last decade. What are we talking about?
The shit that he said on the podcast felt like a round. It felt like a diss track.
See, he
like,
can exactly. He can get it off. Like, he can get it off uninterrupted. There's no beat. There's no hook. He can get his shit off. You know what I'm saying? Then you got your co-host with you, so they kind of, you know, turning it up with you a little bit. So
yeah,
it was a very disrespectful moment on Joe Budden's podcast. Dope podcast, by the way, man. Y'all make sure y'all already haven't done so. Y'all subscribe to Joe Budden channel, man. The situation he got going on, but
Yeah, they looked a little shocked when he said this shit. They didn't like. They didn't know what to say
because they know Joe Buttons need to be drug tested.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
We know Joe Buttons talk his shit, but man, in all reality, you can't disrespect Marshall Mathers like that. Now, the Revival album that Marshall just dropped before this was subpar. And,
right.
If Joe Buttons is going off of that, then fine. But hell, Joe Buttons should be the last person to just take one piece of work and judge a artist's total, career off of. Because what if niggas only judged him off of the what's that? The Jump song? Remember back in the day?
Pump It Up.
Yeah, Pump It Up. I mean, niggas would call him a one-hit wonder. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he hasn't had a crazier, bigger record than that.
Right. He ain't had the whole. His catalog has some dope joints on it.
Yeah.
He ain't been. He not Marshall. He not Eminem status. Like, wow, you just as disrespectful as Joe Buttons is.
How you figure?
Because the opinion and the criticism that you had for Eminem at the top of the live stream caught me off guard.
Like, have you heard anything from him besides those first two albums? Has anything really caught you like, damn, this guy, he's it?
Listen, my nigga, I could have had sex with a chick back when I was 18 years old. If the pussy was good, the pussy was good. I don't have to see this chick for another 10 to 20 years for me to know that pussy is good. I don't have to hear Eminem every day or the last couple months or the last year to know Eminem, when he get right, it's going to be what the streets need as far as, expectations for him, his fans and all that. He going to deliver.
Yo, that pussy might not be the same after 10 joints. She might not have no wall structure after.
Oh, no. See,
she might got ran through.
See, that's them girls out there in New York. See, that's
them B-boy.
That's them chicks out there in New York, man. T7M Radio, man. This is Crosswords with 7 Mitchell, man. Y'all give us y'all opinion on Joe Budden and Eminem. Who will win in a 3-round battle? And should Joe Buttons also respond to Eminem on record like Grail has suggested? Pretty interesting.
Yo, 3 rounds. Who you got? Jeopardy music, please.
I would edge Joe Buttons just for the simple fact that Joe has done it in this particular atmosphere before, so to speak. Right. Battling Hollow to Dawn. Like, when have we seen Eminem battle somebody face to face, no music, you know what I'm saying? And I think Eminem, man, that wordplay Eminem got, will fuck some shit up.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting though.
It'll be very interesting. I think it'll definitely it would probably be the biggest rap battle. Could that be the biggest rap battle of all time? Let's talk about history. Could Joe Budden versus Eminem be the biggest rap battle of all time?
I think it could be, because what's bigger that we've seen already?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's interesting. It's interesting. But again, man, y'all let me know. Y'all drop y'all comments below and give me y'all opinion. Eminem versus Joe Buttons. Again, cop that Eminem Kamikaze album. Grail, you need to listen to that album. You're so disrespectful for allowing at least 48 hours to go by. You haven't listened to this album yet.
I'm gonna get that track that you talking about where he was talking about everybody. I'm gonna get that shit a try.
Well, it's not a track. It's different songs on his album that he was getting at people. So stop being disrespectful and listen to the whole album. Man. That is ridiculous.
Nigga said I gotta go through the whole shit. He dissing everybody on everything.
Man, he talking this shit. Salute to everybody in the chat. Big up Justin Tuck. Big up Assy McGee, Bobby Tsunami, everybody in the live stream chat. Let's get into our next topic here on Crosswords T7M Radio, man. Let's get into some Smack URL business, people.
Right.
Social media has been going in an uproar the last 24 to 48 hours, Grail, I've been seeing, because a lot of fans are demanding that Smack URL drop some battles. They have not really dropped some battles on their channel as of late.
Right.
Have you been noticing the backlash that the people been giving the URL, and what's your personal opinion on battles not dropping?
I mean, I'm co-signing the people. Like, that's an actual fact. Like, Smack it's too many battles, bro. Like a lot of shit just been going. Like, all right, we had Gnome, we had Summer Madness, we had the Survivor Series, DMV joint, and we ain't been dropping nothing. Like Surf and Nitty ain't come out yet. Like I felt like everything is part of capitalizing and marketing strategies and all that.
Right.
I felt like the day of Rare Breeds, Surf and Nitty should have dropped that same day.
First of all,
It's like Briz got 2 battles in the tuck. Briz got his battle with Rum Nitty and his battle with Charlie Clips, and neither one of them has dropped yet.
I know.
You smoke crack, don't you?
I know.
Because
Smoke crack, don't you?
you should be drug tested. The fans of the battle rap community should be drug tested. Like, y'all are ridiculous.
Come on, my nigga, what's really dropping? Like,
Don't nothing need to drop. You know what?
Why?
You know what needs to drop?
what?
You guys need to drop on your knees and beg Smack URL to forgive y'all for being so disrespectful. I wouldn't drop anything after the biasness that y'all showed RBE in the last 30 to 60 days. I wouldn't give y'all nothing. I wouldn't give y'all anything. Yo, let me tell you something.
The biasness.
This whole year, from the beginning of the year, Smack URL is a platform. I believe if we do our homework, I would willing to bet the rent money that URL has given us more events, more cards this year, I think, than they've ever given, ever. And I knew that they would have a whole shitload of material to drop. You know, especially in preparation for Summer Madness and things like that. So they definitely got footage, a library, a catalog. Look at all the battles from Born Legacies and Traffics, and you know, I mean not Traffic, but there's definitely been some events this year. A shitload of events. But wait a minute, you guys have been loving Rare Breed. Won't y'all ask Rare Breed to drop some footage? If I was Smack, I would wait till Thanksgiving to give y'all a battle as disrespectful as y'all been to my platform.
You said niggas been loving Rare Breed.
Yeah, man, y'all been loving the crew, man. Y'all have been very I'm telling you, a lot of you battle rap fans need to be drug tested for the way y'all switch sides.
Nah, it ain't even that.
Yes,
The people only wanted Mook and Verb to drop. There's nothing really else on that card, on the Rare Breed card. And this ain't no knock the Rare Breed or nothing like that. But they don't want to really care about nothing else that dropped. The people really don't.
But y'all, are we not? So are we going to tap dance around the fact that the battle rap community has been pretty disrespectful to URL? I don't want to say, well, yes, because y'all been pumping up RBE like that's the #1 platform.
Nah, we not gonna do that. That's what the people do. Like they finicky like that. They switch sides, they play double dutch and all that other shit. Like since Rare Breed, this Mook and Verb shit been popping, it's all RBE. But I'm not one of them niggas. I ain't forget everything that Smack and that whole URL has done. Like I ain't forget none of that. I just think that more shit should just be dropping.
I'm looking into the chat, T7M Radio live stream. The big homie Justin Tuck, shout out to him. He said he buys all of URL's pay-per-view and he feels like they should drop them shits. Now, that's an interesting perspective because this is a consumer that purchases every pay-per-view stream from the URL. Me personally, I don't. So he is investing a lot of money into the pay-per-view streams, so he gets to watch them, but as far as the replay value, he's not getting that. What do you have to say about fans that are investing their money into pay-per-views and getting to see it on a pay-per-view? Do you still think that their purchase should give them a right to have an opinion on when the battle drop on the internet?
Somewhat, yeah. Definitely. I'm like, yo, like you said, they've been having events damn near almost like every month, like, and most of the majority of them been pay-per-view, and that's $50 a clip.
Have they not been worth it though? Have the URL not delivered every time except for maybe Summer Madness 7? Give me 3 events this year that were just trash from this platform. Out of all the, now mind you, I just confirmed that they just given us more events than they've ever given us. So they're not even competing with another league. They competing with themselves. Give me 3 events that was just trash this year.
I don't want to really call the events trash. I just think they was a little lackluster. Like, I think Summer Madness 7 was a letdown, but all the events previous from that, they were alright.
Okay.
They were alright.
Okay. All right then. So I mean, for people to jump fences the way they have within the last 30 days, I know we excited about Mook and all that. I get it.
Right.
I get it. But you know, I don't blame Smack for not giving y'all anything. Deal with recaps.
Something gotta give, bro.
No, yeah, something does gotta give. Y'all gotta beg for forgiveness. Y'all need to tweet Smack URL TV. Y'all need to add them on Twitter, and y'all need to apologize for being so rude and disrespectful.
Nah, we need to add Smack on Twitter and be like, yo, drop that Surf vs. Rum Nitty. Let that go.
So out of all the battles this year that we've had from URL, Suit Surf Rum Nitty is what you want to see.
Smoke crack, don't you?
Yeah, that's it.
You smoke crack, don't you?
You should be on drugs.
Really?
You gotta be on drugs.
Oh yeah, I want to see Rum and Briz and B-Dot Mike P.
Are we Rum Nitty fans today? Like, what's up with you in this whole Rum Nitty thing? Like,
Rum Nitty, my guy. I fuck with Rum Nitty.
Okay. All right.
Surf my nigga too. I fuck with Surf. Word.
A lot of biasness going on here.
Nah, fuck up out of here. I said B-Dot and Mike P. Where's the biasness at?
You said Rum Nitty like 6 or 7 times though. That's where the bias is at.
Nah, fucks with Rum.
Let's go back to the chat. T7M Radio Bobby Tsunami says URL drop battles, but the pay-per-view model and the long wait for releases sucks the energy from the YouTube release. Well, that's all true, Tsunami, but again, you guys make your bid, you lay in it. The URL is giving us so many events. Y'all hopped on RBE dick, so blatant and disrespectful. Now y'all want URL to drop their battles. And y'all mad because they not doing it in a timely manner.
Come on, they gotta capitalize off that momentum, bro.
No. Go watch Murder Mook versus Averb again. Wait for Danny Myers versus Pat Stay to drop.
Yo, I'm not trying to sit there for no hour and 30 minutes again, my nigga. Hell no.
URL for life, man. What's wrong with y'all, man?
This nigga, wow, you was saying King of the Dot for life a couple months ago. Cut it out, son.
Shout out to King of the Dot too, man. They coming out with their new event called Decade. It's gonna come out soon, so we're gonna be talking about that. But this is Crosswords, man, with 7 Mitchell and Grail, T7M Radio live stream, man. We appreciate y'all locking in and joining us this afternoon, man. We definitely appreciate the support. Y'all already know the drill, man. Like, comment, subscribe to the T7M Radio channel. We probably go back live later on this evening, so y'all definitely want to subscribe to the channel so y'all can stay in the loop of when we go live. Hope y'all guys having a dope afternoon. Go cop that Eminem Kamikaze album. Salute to y'all, man. Brooklyn is in the building. Brooklyn says, battlers go on strike. What happens now since I want to be on Smack's side?
Oh my God. Battlers go on strike. What the fuck?
What battler has the heart to go on strike? What URL battler has the heart to go on strike? Like what? And it's not going to hold any impact. A strike doesn't really hold any impact unless you got like 50 to 100 people backing you. Like, ain't no, you might can find a couple people that don't need this shit, like Hitman and Conceited and those guys, but come on, man. Some of these guys need this shit.
I think he's the one that's setting it up, setting the strike up.
Yeah.
Hitman.
Yeah. I think Brooklyn needs to be drug tested. That's what I think.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Yeah, immediately.
You smoke crack, don't you?
All right, y'all. No doubt, man. T7M Radio live stream. This is Crosswords. 7 Mitchell. Subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all have a dope afternoon. Y'all stay safe.
Word.
Shout out to the big homie Grail. Got any last thoughts?
Nah. T7M Radio. Shout out to the Chopped Cheese boys. That's about it.
URL don't drop nothing until 2020, man. Make these niggas pay homage, man.
Yo, drug test 7 Mitchell immediately.
7 Mitchell, man. T7M Radio. This is Crosswords. Y'all have a good day, man. We out of here.
One.